Hey y'all, look what I've got. Some of y'all don't even know what this is. You don't even know, do you? Look at it closely. Some of you know what it is because you absolutely love it like I do. These are chicken gizzards. And I am fixing to, I've already washed them. I fixed to put them in a pot so that I can put flour and buttermilk and all that stuff on it. I'm going to fry it, but I want to show you something first. Let me find one that's not cleaned right. They clean these at the chicken place, I guess, or wherever, and you have to look at each gizzard. Now, I'm going to tell you something. Let me find one that's not clean good, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Let me find it. I know I saw one in here a while ago. Let me look. Just give me a second. Here's my whole pan of them. Sometimes when I get up in the morning, I'm just looking for something in particular. And the other day when I was at the grocery store, I wanted chicken gizzards. I absolutely love these. I love them boiled. I love them fried. Today I'm going to fry them in just a scoop of oil. Looks like they cleaned these pretty good, but I know there was one in here that was not, and I'm going to show you how to do that if I can find it. I should have already looked for it, but I didn't. Anyway, this package, this big old package of chicken gizzards, I mean, it's huge, was $1.76. Now, you can take chicken gizzards and you can fry them. They're really, they're almost like they're all meat. Look, it's like a solid piece of meat right here. They're really super good. And let me find that one that I saw that I needed to work on. My Lord, I can't find it. It's going to be, you ever look in something and you're trying to find something and it's the last drawer or the last place you look? Well, I guess it came off when I washed it. Sometimes there's a little piece of skin. It kind of has a yellow look, and it's, I just can't believe I can't find that. I was going to show y'all how to clean that, but it's not on here. I guess it came off when I washed them. And you have to get your knife under it and kind of pull, and it'll pull that little piece of skin off. It'll kind of look like a, you know, when you're looking at a chicken leg and it has a little bit of skin left on it, it's kind of a yellow with some little dents in it. Well, that's what this looks like too, if they're not cleaned good. And you have to get that part off. Here's what a whole gizzard looks like right there. And, well, I don't see it. I guess it came off when I washed it. I was going to hopefully show y'all that. Let me look over here in the sink, see if I can find it. Nope, I don't see it. Well, anyway, so much for that. But anyway, when you've got a gizzard like this, let me pick one up. That like a whole gizzard like this, that part right there and this part right here is solid meat. So to make sure they're done, if it's a real big gizzard, what I do is take my knife and I just put a little slit right there in that solid meat part. See what I'm talking about? Solid meat. You see that? And then I'm going to do this side. And so I've got that. All right, now then, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put a salt and pepper on it. Let me see if I can get you down here where y'all can halfway see in the pot. There you go. Let me get out my supplies. I'll be right back. Okay, y'all, I'm ready to show you. All right, here are gizzards. They're washed, they're clean, and the big ones are cut, just a little slit in it. So what you want to do on your gizzards is you want to heavily pepper. I like a lot of pepper on mine. So put you some black pepper on it. Then you're going to put you some salt on it. Just regular amount of salt. Just, you know, kind of give them a little salt. Then you shake your buttermilk up. Now and you put a little bit on it. I'm going to say 2 tablespoons. 1, 2. Okay, that's all. Now the reason you're using buttermilk on here is it makes the flour stick to the gizzards, and that crunchy part is so good. So see there, two tablespoons was plenty. Now I've got some white lily. This is the plain flour, all-purpose flour. If you don't have that, you can use the self-rising, but I wanted the plain. I don't know how much is in it, but I'm going to measure for you. 1, 2, 3. Now that 3, this is a big old spoon, so it's a pretty good bit. And you just want to throw it around in here so that each piece is mixed till it's dry. Now let me show you something. It is not dry yet. Do you see that? It is not dry. So I'm just gonna put the rest of it in there. I mean, here. All right, now then, see how it's coating? Y'all can see that. I'm just stirring it till it gets real dry in there with flour on it. And that's gonna be your goodie. That's gonna be your crunchy. I love these things. If you have never eaten a pack of chicken gizzards, you just think about it. With the way the economy is today, we got to save every way we can. And this is one way to do it. You get you a pack of chicken gizzards for $1.76 a package, and there's a lot in it. Y'all can see how many's in it. It's enough to feed 4 or 5 people. So what will that be? About $1/4 a piece? Something like that. All right, here we go. Now then, you see how dry it is? You see that? And the buttermilk causes it to stick to it. I'm going to take me a little olive oil, and I'm going to put it in this black skillet right here. And you don't want much, because we're going to slow cook these. You just want to cover the bottom of your pan real good and have a little bit of extra. That's probably 4, 5, 6 tablespoons or something like that. See there? All right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn my my stove on high. But that's just to get my skillet hot. Now let me get a lid that fits on this. Let me look over here in my lid bucket. And I'm going to show y'all something that I did to my cabinets that has really helped me being old. And I'm sure you could do the same thing. As soon as I get through with this, I'm going to show it to you, okay? With my cabinet situation. All right, so I've got this, and I've got it on. Let me move you over here a little bit, so you can kind of see a little bit better. There you go. All right, so let's see if this fits. Yep, it does. Goes down in it real good. This is going to be my lunch today. Chicken gizzards. Sometimes I like to dip it in a little ketchup when I'm eating them. They're so good. We have a place here in town that it's a little gas station, and they serve chicken gizzards a lot, and chicken livers. And I go there sometimes, and I buy me a big container of them, and I eat them. All right, so what you do is you take this and you shake it over your pot to get off any excess, and just lay it in there gently. As soon as I get them all in there, I'm going to turn it down real low, and they're going to cook real low. Don't be stirring it right now, because you'll get all your goodie off of it. Okay, it's beginning to cook, so I'm going to turn it down now to 3, which is pretty low. Y'all are probably saying, Brenda, you can't eat that whole pack of gizzards. Watch me. I can too. If you got to have some more space, just kind of move this over a little bit like that. Don't be stirring it to get it in there, okay? I told y'all this was a big pack. All right, I got a few more. I'm going to put them up here in the top so they can just kind of be steaming, I guess, because I'm going to get them all in the same skillet. If I have to add a little more olive oil after a while, I will. But since they're cooking slow, it really doesn't matter. All right, I'm not going to touch them. I've got it on 3, and I'm going to put my top on. And they're smother frying, and at the very end, I'll show you what to do with it, okay? Be back a little bit. Okay, y'all, our gizzards have been cooking on this side probably 8 to 10 minutes. And I've got them, like I say, on really low. So I'm fixing to turn them, and I don't want to knock off all that good brown goody on it. So I'm going to turn them with a spatula. Best I can. See, like this. See how they're tendering up. Like that. They're cooking really good. You want to cook them real slow. And you don't want to add any more oil unless you absolutely have to, because you just don't need it. All right, here we go. Now I'm putting the top back on it now. And we're going to continue on. Going to continue on. I got something in my spoon rest. I just put this in this thing right now. I can't wait to eat them with you. All right, y'all, I'm fixing to turn my gizzards again. They're almost done, and so when they get done, oh gosh, I can't, let me put you on the stand. I can't turn gizzards with one hand, can I? So these have been cooking probably for 30 minutes, and they're really done. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to take the top off and let them crisp up and brown up, okay? So they're done. But I want all that crunchy on there, so I'm kind of just doing lightly right here. Like that. And I'm turning it over in the pan. And I'm going to leave it on low, because it'll burn if I don't. But I'm fixing to let it just brown up now. I'm not going to put the top back on it. Ooh, I can taste them now. Hey, y'all. My gizzards are cooking good, but it seems a little bit dry. So I'm going to take me some olive oil, and I'm just going to barely put just a little bit on there. Not much, just a little bit, so it can continue to brown. I want it to brown. That's the last of that, June. All right. Whoop. Now I'm just going to let it keep browning, because I like mine with a lot of crunchy on it. Okay, they're done. They're done. Look at them, how pretty. Let's get them up where you can see them. See how crunchy they are. And you don't need many ingredients. Just gizzards, flour, salt, and pepper, and a little bit of buttermilk. Y'all don't ever need to be out of buttermilk. Now that goes in everything, and it makes everything better. If you've never cooked with buttermilk, you should try it. Okay. Now, for that huge plate of food right here, I only paid, I think it was $1 and I want to say 76 cents. I don't have my receipt. For this. Y'all, you can't, and here's the thing about it. It's solid meat. It's got gristle and meat, which I like. And I've got me a little bowl of ketchup right here. And so what I do is this. I'm going to get me one. Here's one right here. I just dip it. I like mine dipped in ketchup. And it's got a lot of crunchy on the outside. It's real crunchy on the outside. Not the meat, but the flour mixture. It is just delicious. If you've never tried a gizzard, these are chicken gizzards. And you will love them. They're solid meat. Yeah. You have to chew them a long time. I'm going to put this on my video, and I hope y'all enjoy it. I'm going to hook it all together and put it on for you, okay? Try some chicken gizzards. If you've never tried them, you don't know whether you like them or not, but you'll like them. I promise.